Okay, so I'd love to get more confidence with my 60-degree wedge. Take it away, Brian, help me.
So I like to set up a little T-grid right here. So we have an idea where we're hitting it and we have an idea of our ball position. We need something that gets into the ground and gets out of the ground. We don't want something to dig. When we get set up, we want to open that face up a little bit, okay? That's going to help launch the ball up in the air. We do need that ball position just a little bit forward because, as I said, we're getting into the ground. When we get into the ground, well, if we're too far in front of it, we're going to hit that thin. If we're way too far behind it, you know, we're going to bounce into that ball. But
so people just need to get over it, because for me, when I'm looking down, we're obviously aimed that way, but when I open up the face, it looks like it's kind of aiming that way now, so I just need to get over that visual challenge that that's not in fact going to happen when I come back through the ball. It is going to be
perfect question, and there is a little fix for that. So when we open that face, it points out to the right.
Yeah.
But if we scoot just a little bit further away with that face will actually, as it sits there, as we lower that shaft, it'll actually kind of correct it a little bit. The same way, if I had the club sitting there regular and I lowered that, the ball's gonna go left. The club face is gonna point to the left. I like a nice, relatively, you know, we're making a decent sized swing, so I don't need it very narrow. I like a square back foot. That way we have a good idea where our ball position is. And flare that front foot out just a little bit. That helps us turn through. Now the question might be, do I turn through a whole bunch or am I not turning through at all? I like the shoulders to really dictate this motion and the lower body to be kind of passive. We want to make a very simple action that our lower body just kind of falls in line with. Now, as I made those practice swings, you could probably hear a little bit of a thump. It's not me brushing the grass, I'm not going up. So I like a couple continuous motion swings. So I've got that face open and I'm just gonna get in, pop it up, okay? Now this is 54, I kind of launched that one. All right, so Alyssa, I wanna see you do this with your 60.
Okay.
Okay? So open that face, let the club face open, and then take your grip, okay?
Okay, so.
All right, just back and forth. Now,
just keep continuous, kind of like.
Yeah, so right now you're kind of grazing that grass. Let's feel a little bit of thump to it.
Up more?
Yeah, so now you'll start to get a feel for that, because right now, you could hit that well,
yeah.
You might not. So let's let that club get down into the ground. Beautiful. Okay, so now you can use the ground as a reference and the ball happens to get kind of in the way as opposed to I'm trying to hit this perfect shot and pick it up in the air. There we go. Even higher and softer.
I would love to do that. I would be so happy with that on the golf course.
Now you'll be able to do that when you're able to get into the ground.
I'm not going to be afraid of the bounce.
Perfect.
Thank you so much,
as you should be. You're welcome.
This is going to be very helpful and I can't wait to get back out on the course.
Awesome. I look forward to all the videos of the high flops.
There we go.